And hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream, and welcome back to another round of the Manufacturers. Sorry, it's not the Manufacturers Cup, it's the Nations Cup. And welcome, I have to say, welcome. So today it's going to be a pretty weird car that we are going to drive here. It's the F3500A. We had the B, now we have an A. Globally, I'm standing in 47th place, and I still have like 45 minutes to improve. And I know some of the areas where I can get at least two more tents. And then later it's going to be more difficult to get time. But overall, I'm expecting a pretty, I'm not going to say chaotic race, but definitely a very, very challenging one. So the goal is to get, let's say, at least a couple more tents out of this one. And do well. Not necessarily like win or something like that, but well, I would say fairly well. That's my goal, just to finish this one in one piece. That's going to be perfectly fine. And as usual, have to say hi to everyone, to Mitch, to Jean, to Old Boy Lee, to Casual Driver, to Black Gordon, to Stig, to Sebastian, and to Lost ABT, and to all of you in the chat already. Hello guys, and welcome. And I have to say hello Robert, and hello everyone else, and Marcus. Marcus is here as well. So, yeah, just about 45 more minutes. We got 24 laps, I believe. The strategy is like 15, then 9 on the softs. And I'll have to refuel, so it actually looks like a proper strategy where you can actually make some kind of difference if you fuel save, for example. And tire save, of course. I can show you my lap or exactly where I'm losing time. I mean, maybe this is going to be a good beginning of the stream. And luckily, I got a pretty good reference here. So Jose actually did a pretty good lap. I did a bunch of laps yesterday to find out my throttle calibration was off, and I was only getting like 97%. Oh man, I can't even explain how many times that happened to me. And it was really frustrating. I was like, why am I not getting this right? And then I realized, yeah, like just the accelerator is off. So the point being here is that I have to use more of the curbs, and I'm losing just about a tenth here, which I think I can find. But again, he's not going very wide. I'm losing a bit of time there. He's going wide later. Those little details are going to make a lot of difference, or a lot more meaningful difference later. And you can see he's just getting like 4/10. I mean, can I zoom this on my wheel? I think I'm going to need my controller for this. And Boyan, hi there. So let me show you. Those are the areas. You can see how much he's cutting some of the corners and how early he's getting onto the power. And I literally have 2 corners, and in those 2 corners I can find like 3/10. And even if it's like suboptimal, I can still find a 10.5. So I think it's going to be fine, and I'm even kind of okay here. This section is perfectly fine. Then the last corner is actually better than what he did, but I have to find time. At least, as I said to myself, like a mid-35s. Mid-35s would actually be pretty good. But I'm going to chill with you for the next like 2 minutes. We can see what's going on in the chat. Flash! Good afternoon and good luck today. Thank you. And hopefully I will not spin and embarrass myself. Robert saying, I'm still finding time in my labs from my 2-hour coaching with Digitech. It completely changed the way I work on the track. Yeah, it kind of does, but at the same time, it usually takes a bit of time to just really start understanding some of the tracks and really getting into it. But evening, everyone. It's not a bit sketchy. It's sketchy. But the point being, like, when you're going up the hill, you just need to straighten up the wheel a little bit. That's why he's cutting the corner that much. But if you're like a fraction of a second too late on the way in, then it's not working, unfortunately. It's just, you're off. You're like way off. So I think with this combination, if you make like even the tiniest mistake, it's probably not going to be good, especially on that uphill section and lizard high there as well. So, hello Cyril, and it's a perfect track for this car. I do have to say it. This is a good track for this car. They actually did it well, in my opinion. So some kind of strategy, very wide track. You can see how much space you have on each side. So this has potential, of course. Penalties will play a massive role. I think I'm going to get a penalty here. And these entries, those curbs, you can see I missed the curb, but at the same time, I just don't want to lose too much time in some of the sections. And here, like for example, I was usually braking, but this is the point. Like he went really, really close, but then if you bounce and then if the car isn't straight enough, then you'll just lose a lot of time. Yeah, I noticed that, Mitch. I wanted to ask, like, what was that about? But then I realized that they sent you the wrong one. Just buy all of the refurbished items on their page. Is it? I think it's Cyril. Not cereal. Cyril. Cereal. Well, we have people all around the world, like usernames, you know, actually real names. So, I mean, it's good to understand some kind of pronunciations that are different from, let's say, the English pronunciation. Like Sainte-Croix, or I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced in French. I'll just have to focus on my driving. No, the first try is in 30 minutes. 35 actually. Oh yeah. This is the point. Like he went really, really over there. And yeah, keeps on getting time. Whoa. And this corner is where I usually struggle the most. I'll have to brake, of course, in the race, and everything will change. But it's a very difficult one, actually. A lot of these corners are really, really difficult. I don't know what I'm going to tell you, Lizard. I would like to do 15. So, I'll do what it takes. And with this car, it's all going to depend on the situation and if I can get stuck behind... actually, not really stuck behind someone. If I can really use someone's slipstream, I'm going to be very, very happy. Yeah, this one was a bit of an issue, but you have to like cut it again. Okay, let's get into those 35s again. Decks high. And by the way, trail braking on this car doesn't really work well, so you have to be very aggressive with the accelerator and of course with the brakes. So like high or like a quick drop. And when you start accelerating, maybe out of like 2 turns you need to be careful with the accelerator, otherwise it's like bam, straight up. Oh yeah, that's going to be... Oh yeah. You see this. If you just don't get it straight. And that's the problem if you really can't straighten up the wheel. Well, thank you. It was a nice experience, I have to say. I'm probably not going to do it or repeat it anytime soon, but definitely something new for me. Thank you, Sapporo. Yeah, basically, like, on this track, it's all about those two corners. All about. The majority of it, actually. Yeah, Elman, just... I don't know. If I'm going to do it, I would probably split it into, like, 2 streams of 12 hours. Or something like that, because... I don't know, I don't see that combination as something that it's like challenging. It's just driving for very, very long time. You know, you have to do it. You have to, let's say, stay awake. You have to still do it. But if I have, let's say, 5 or maybe even more laps of lead, then it just doesn't work for me. It needs to be... Whoa. It needs to be challenging at the same time. Bannister, hi. But yeah, that's the problem, those long straights, it's... On the Nordschleife I had something to do. Well, I had a lot to do. Yeah, 24 hours here. Force feedback probably like -1. My hands would... yeah, probably my hands would be numb. Okay. Let's see the difference. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. See, turning too wide, and then if the steering angle is too high, I can't accelerate and I'm losing time. I have to figure it out. But I also don't want to push it like too hard. Is it really going to matter in the race? Might be. We'll see. Yeah, even this, I'll have to be careful. Sebastian, welcome. And thank you for becoming a member. Yeah. Bump. Hrebo, hi. carry more speed there, and carrying more speed means just like letting go off the brakes. This worked better. No. I mean, this was kind of slow. Where did you take the information? Well, this is the information that it sent from PlayStation over network to your PC, and you just need to, let's say, intercept this information. But I really didn't take it from anywhere. I mean, this is something that we have built, and right now it's just in the testing phase to see if it's good enough to for other people to use, basically. But Coach Dave has something like this. Not something, but they have the tire temperatures. Okay, 29 more minutes. Wasn't good. Yeah. And Rob, welcome. Oh. You share an API keys for that? What do you mean for that? Whoa. And if I break more, then it's probably not going to be good. Tiago will explain it all. And Dr. Zek, hi. So yeah, all of the metrics in the game are free to use. You can... yeah, but you need to know how to extract them. That's the difficult part. And Jason, hi. Yeah. Should wait like literally for a fraction of a second longer and then accelerate. And they still can't exactly figure out what is the angle of entry there. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. It's a very, very good track for something like this. It's wide. It's easy to overtake in some of the corners, so you don't necessarily have to like send it every time. Well, thank you, Jason. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Let's click on that. Thank you. Once again. Okay, I need a couple of laps there to really focus. Because if my focus is not at like 100% with this car, I can't drive. Or at least not on the limit. Yeah, that's also one of the issues if the car bounces. This tire is screeching. Yeah. That's mostly understeer. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you can be on the limit, but if it's like very, very loud, then yeah. is also a bit of an issue. Just angles. FANATEC affiliate code. I do have it. Like all of the links down in the description are affiliate codes. You can share your experiences with it. There is definitely a lot more time in the lab. But not like this. Wait, more than I should have. Yeah, getting really, really close, guys. So thank you for all of the subs and, as usual, like all of the likes and all of that. And all of that great stuff. Oh, the angle wasn't good. Like, if you need... I mean, most of the questions here are answered in the description, like settings, links. What do I even have? Basically, settings. Mostly settings. Yeah. Can you do it in the cockpit view? I would prefer not to. I mean, you can drive in the cockpit view, but I just got so used to this view. I'll try to go get them, but to get these guys. I probably need to make a better video than that one. Does it? Well, thank you. And hi to everyone. That's the problem here. That's the problem. Whenever I'm trying to push, I end up like this. But let's go sign in, yeah. Livery. Do I have a livery for this car? I'll save the replay because it was better than before. And yeah, there is a lot more in the lap. Just a lot more. Okay, I got this one. Wait a second. Aha, okay, I already got it. Just a second. Do we have a digit livery for this car? I don't know. I mean, it's crazy when you're driving and all of a sudden the barrier is in front of you. I mean, a wild barrier appears. Huh. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay. Huh. Who am I going to support? Which team? Audi. Audi looks like... Yeah, this is iconic livery. Or I'm just going to go with the stock one. Visa. HSBC. Okay. Like, all of these are pretty good. Denny. Well, thank you, thank you. And Debo, hi there as well. It was actually a tough challenge, but I made it through. I mean, at the end of the day, the most... You know what? I'm going to take this one. I actually like it. Benetton. Those are the iconic liveries. Just like... Nice. Might get a couple of those, but... Okay, I need to go sign up for the race. Yeah, I mean, the biggest challenge was just to stay awake and really don't do that many mistakes. And I haven't really done that many mistakes, so it was all fine. But, you know, if I wanted to take those breaks, I really had to build a gap. So I had to be quick. It's very, very simple. I think if you're still like relatively fast, you can still do it. Maybe not in the car that I did, but it's not like... Okay, if you pause the game, I don't think it's like that difficult. It still is difficult, but it's really not on that level, so to say. Yeah, we can flip the wing. So if I take the Ferrari, then I might flip the wing. And same height. Okay, I'm on the mediums, I need the softs. So we got 10 minutes till the next race. Yeah, one stop. How tight? I don't know. I wouldn't say like too tight. Okay, on the mediums, I have to brake there. Vox, hi. That's crazy what Ferrari is doing. I don't even know how they did it. I don't even know if that design is stable or it does it really do much. I know it actually starts to create lift at that point. So it probably could be like significantly faster, but no one really knows by how much. But they will probably ban it soon, so. It was coffee actually, but yeah, I think. Is it really going to be a revolution? I don't know. But for example, what if you need to do some kind of a maneuver on the straight, and the rear wing actually adds a bit of lift? Then the car becomes very unstable. So I don't know how they're going to do that. But they probably know more than me. So let's just trust them. So I think we are not that far away from banning. We'll see. That should have been a good lap. Yeah, I really don't know what went wrong in Aston Martin, for example. Yeah, I need to save the rears. I don't know. I guess we will just have to wait and see like, I don't know the potential dangers of something like that. I mean, probably the car has like a lot of downforce still, because that rear wing and the car itself is creating a lot of drag. But again, we'll just see. And hi, Rowdy. Try it. Have fun. It must be the water then. But yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like, but as it is right now, they're probably going to be like fighting for the back of the grid with Cadillac, because that car unfortunately doesn't have a lot of performance. But I think they will evolve, but they will still probably need like at least 2 years to do something meaningful, maybe even longer than that. But you know what? It's good to have another team on the grid. I don't mind. And Christopher, hi, and welcome. Welcome, and thank you. Yeah, this one is tough, like still flat out. That was pretty bad. Oh no. I got a minute either way. Scene sucks for Alonso. Yeah. I actually thought that this would be the car that he could potentially do something with, but at the same time it's just not. It's just not. It's going to be GP2 engine all over again. And Silver Fox, thank you for being a member for 18 months now. Thank you. Really appreciate it. No, literally, I don't think you could have picked worse combinations at times. No, not even if he tried, really. I don't know how and why it happened, but those cars were usually awful. Like, not even competitive. They were just like awful. I mean, he was kind of lucky with that car, but at the same time you have to perform on that level. I mean, the team was good. Now when you put it into perspective into what he's done with other teams. Wouldn't taking the wider line over the bridge, no. It would actually make it a lot slower and worse, because you tend to lose a lot of speed as you're going uphill. And then, for example, when the up... Ah, no. Really? Am I the last one? No. Okay. Wish me luck. Hello, Jason. I wanted something like second split so I can do something, but... Yeah, okay. Let's have some fun. Yeah, okay. We will probably see like 35-2 in the qualifying or something like that. Hello, Bruce. Operation not come last. I could maybe do it. I don't know. But I can't promise much. I definitely can't promise much in this lobby. Okay. Was like not great. Like the car, yeah, 35-4. I'll do it 30. No, I mean, this is not what I practiced for. And it was even a bad lap at the end. Yeah, I mean, this is just... Never mind. That's like 2/10. I improved, but... P13 actually, 8/10 behind, so we are now waiting for the other guys. But, I mean, this is not really something that I practiced for, if I'm going to be honest with you. These guys spent for the last, I would say, 4 days just doing countless laps for this, and... yeah, this is what you usually get when you do something like this. So when you combine talent with a lot of pace, this is what you get, and also with a lot of practice. So yeah, a lot of S-rated drivers. I mean, you can see the gap. We are 4 second slot. 4 second split here. I see 4/10 and then 8/10 behind. It's a completely different approach to this, but... Alright, they want to qualify. They want to qualify for the World Series. They have to do it, so... then it makes sense. And yeah, just imagine being in a lobby like this one. And, okay, I know some people from here are going to qualify. That's for sure. I think 3 or maybe... How many people? 2 or 3? I think 3. So, the top 3 from all of the rounds will get to compete in the World Finals. But all of these other guys are going to go nowhere. I mean, I'm not talking about 4 to, let's say, P12 or whatever. But in the final standings, like, a lot of these guys won't get a chance to do anything. And this is almost 500 points, 497, I think. So, this is just how absurd this pace is. So they actually have to beat each other to be in the world finals. And then again, just do it all over again there. And I'm not saying anything about the other regions because I think other regions have competitive players, but Europe is just insanely competitive. I don't even know how to explain this or present this to you in a meaningful way, but a 35-4 is just absurd pace. Do you still enjoy these races? I mean, some of them I do, some of them I kind of don't. For example, on Wednesday, I actually enjoyed the race. That was a good race. But to be fair with you, I would like more like a casual approach to this. Not doing something like this. I know I have to be competitive. But if I already know that I have like very, very little chances of actually doing something, I would rather be in the race where I'm, you know, fighting for the top 5. I mean, it's very rewarding to be in a lobby like this one, nevertheless, but I see Gallo is in P7. What are we even talking about? Deck in P8. So yeah. Thank you guys. We'll do this. Not to spin. Where will I even start? Thank you guys. Oh, yeah. I knew something like that would happen eventually. Not really straight away. Constant. Lobby's pretty laggy. I think there will be problems at the top. We'll just see how much. lost way too much time there. Oh! Yeah. Okay, I have to brake earlier here. Look at this in the front. Zero. Yeah, I have to cut that corner. Oh. Once again, I got the slipstream. I think Hollister lost it as well. really not aggressive there. I should be. Oh. And yeah, that's how it goes here. And it really doesn't matter that it's not going to happen to me. It might. To be fair with you, like most of them have way more pace than me, but I'm just trying to keep it on the road. I'm trying to be consistent and patient. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Tires. Yeah, it's overheating. Oh guys, thank you for the subs. 29 actually. Thank you guys for the subs. Yeah, this is where I'm losing most of the time. And here. He will most likely overtake. But I really don't mind, I just need to follow him. I don't know why he did it there. Okay. He's actually helping me. No, not now. Yeah. It's just going. Tires are dead. I have to be extremely careful. Have fuel for one more. Probably should have saved a lot more fuel, right? No, even in fourth, it's well. I think I kind of saved enough fuel, didn't I? More or less. Wow, how much fuel they had. Amazing. Okay, let's see now. He had 0 fuel. Wow. Okay, this is going to be pretty tough later. Just a little bit more, just in case. And that's because they can all do very, very similar lap times, and the only way to beat someone is to have more fuel. Yellows. Who is that? Well, Adam, thank you for the donation. Thank you very much for that. I don't know. Maybe he had some kind of damage that he's... I don't know what he did there. Oh, more yellows. Who is that? Whoa. Fuel do I have? More than enough. If I can stay this close, I'm just going to take it a bit easier and save the fronts. Yeah, he's much faster through there. Why fight him when you can use his slipstream? Ooh. I have too much fuel now. This is the section where I just can't follow. I need to see what he does. Not a bad one. Not a bad feeling. Okay, I'll have enough fuel. Oh. Where are they? That's the problem. The problem, tires as well. Too far away now. Whoa! No way that did happen to him in the final lap. Tires, probably. I mean, P10. I'll take it. In the final lap. Can you imagine that? In the final lap. What a race. Okay, that was tough. Look at the gaps. Moreno won again. Killian finished second. Jack in third. Kai, Antonio, Thomas, Deck. I got Valerio and but yeah, it was a pretty big gap between these. Something must have happened here. Or they just all stayed in one group and pushed it, I don't know. But you know what? P10 in this lobby. Not bad. Well, thank you all, thank you everyone. Well, thank you for the likes. I mean, 750, no, that's 852 likes in one race. What did I do? Well, this is probably going to be like 300 points, 315 I would say, something like that. Thank you guys, thank you very much. How many? Oh, actually 306 points for this. Okay. 491 for the win. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is not a bad result. I'm not sure if I want to do this again, because it's a very, very difficult race to do. I mean, P10, it's just a lot of things can actually go wrong here, and I really don't know what to say. I mean, it's tough race. Yeah, finished. And by the way, now that you mentioned it, look at this. No DR, no sportsmanship ratings. Sorry, updates. Let's have a look at the replay here. Love of the game. I know this is a kind of a good combination. Definitely not saying that it's a bad one. It's just a difficult one. Very, very difficult one. Okay, we can have a look at the replay, but all in all, I mean, I am perfectly fine with all of this. Honestly, I didn't think that I was actually going to keep up with him. My first stint on the mediums was not the best. I couldn't really feel the car. Lap 19, turn 3, lap 23 at the front. Yeah, of course I can. That's why we are here. You're gonna play next? I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty tough combination, and just to get to 20 seconds. I know a couple of them won't do it again. Wait. I just want to see what happened here. How did he start? Oh. He went for it. Tiny bit of contact, and it's going to be interesting to have a look at the fuel consumption. High leading. This is like the world finals, literally. With the brake and bias, I was going but -5 for the race. You need to save those rear tires. Oh, wait a second. Where did he get that damage? Oh. What a bad way to lose a place. It's a race. I know he spun, I'm not exactly sure where. Maybe not even now. I'm just going to stop it here. This caused him to slide. He started sliding. Bam. That was it. Oh, look at my lines. What happened to Culster? I mean, we were not. Wait. Using way more track. Pretty crazy. Absolutely. Okay, let's wait a second. What happened up here? Aha. How did he make this mistake? He probably hit the wall or something, but... Okay. And nothing, he got closer and closer and closer. Yeah, my pace on the mediums was, like, really bad. How did Gallo get in fifth? Slipstream worked. Yeah. Any tips? Tips for what? Strategy. I would say 15 on the mediums and then the rest on the softs. But if you can't really do the softs for that long, then you need to fuel save. Short shifting a lot. To go to lap 16 on the mediums. At the mediums, I don't. 10 laps on the softs. I wouldn't recommend that. Especially if you can't take good care of the tires, it's going to be awful, really. That last lap, it's going to be pretty difficult to keep the car on the road. If you can. I'm not saying if you can do it, but... I wouldn't try it. Maybe for an undercut or something, but it's just not worth it in my opinion. We can have a look at the strategy of those that actually started or actually did the strategy that you're talking about now. No, it's a one-stopper. One-stopper. I would recommend the one-stopper, it's much faster. I mean, you saw I did 9 laps and it was tough. Yeah, land the line, actually, that's good advice. Yeah, staying on the track and bringing it home, I guess. Well, nothing much happened here, did it? He lost it, but I think he lost it later. GT2 is different because it has less experienced drivers, and it's highly unlikely that you're going to be able to keep those tires alive in GT2 because there is a very, very fine margin between keeping the tires alive and completely destroying them, like a very, very tiny one. And if you can't get the tires in that range, it might actually be better to do a two-stop. It's not even about speed. It's more about how you manage the tires and how you accelerate out of the corners. Because I mean, when you look at these guys, for example, I'm just going to take, let's say Antonio was leading. So look at the way he accelerates. That's probably not the best example. Maybe like him. He's not going to go all the way up to 100%. And hello, Annie. So he's not going to accelerate all the way up to 100%. But as soon as he starts accelerating more, he's bringing the wheel more to the middle. Even though I think he slided a little bit here. So you see, what is he doing? Like bringing the steering wheel to the middle as the car is accelerating to get faster on the power, basically. If you can't do that, if the car understeers, like for example it did now, you can see how much it takes to get into the power. Maybe this was not the best situation to explain it. I'll probably need a clean lap, but yeah, it took him a little bit longer. And for example, every time you make such an adjustment, such a tiny adjustment, and you turn the wheel more, it affects your tire wear. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things that it's stopping you from doing a really good result in a race like this one. You mentioned that Gallo was leading. I don't think he was leading. What's he doing? Wait a second. We can check it. Okay, it's time to make a stop. He was leading. Wait a second. What happened to him? Did he lose it? No. The bridge, isn't it? How did he lose now second? That's... And both of them followed. Oh man. Not good. Like he was also underfueled. You know what? I think even a better strategy here is to underfuel the car, because then the car is lighter. And if you just short shift, and still, if you're carrying that speed through the corners, it can still be fine. You can see he's short shifting a lot. But he was underfueled a lot, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, he just lost those 3 positions. More drama. Let's see what happened. Oh. Okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ha. I don't even know what to say in a lobby like this one, because it's like lagging a lot. But personally, if you ask me, that's like a dive. And then he couldn't stop without a contact. I don't know. So. I wouldn't necessarily say like a really, really bad move or anything like that. But it's really on the limit of what is possible with these cars. I know you can brake late, but it needs to be a dive. Oh, yeah. Ha. At the apex, he was in front. Now, what can you really say in that situation? And yeah, that's why he lost those positions. Wow, that's like pretty bad. Alandaloy, thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I usually don't like his style of driving and when he sends it like that, but I can't exactly say that that was like really bad. It was a dive, but yeah, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I think he started fuel saving now and couldn't keep up, or something happened. Because the gap was 7 seconds, and he's not going to lose 7 seconds that easily. I mean, I'm not a fan of those moves. I'm definitely not, but what can you say about it, realistically? I don't know. I'm not the judge, so... Oh, wait a second. Oh, this is where it starts, I believe. Oh, but what happened there? Ah, okay, I think Moreno will get his points deleted for this round. Or, if he got punted, then he won't. Oh, he got punted. But guys, this guy is so unfortunate. I just have to say it. He's always doing really, really good in the qualifying. He's like in the top of the world in the time trials. And whenever he races, like literally, I don't know the race in the World Series where he had a clean race. He does a good job till like lap 20 and then bam. Okay, that wasn't on Moreno. Like, it wasn't. Haha, but what to really say in the situation like this one? They both kept on going. I don't know. If I was him, I would actually go again. Because he might lose the points for this round. I'm talking about Kai here. Yeah, and it's in Gran Turismo it's okay to work together if you're a team. But unfortunately Gallo is alone and no, okay, that waiting stuff, that's for daily races, not for the World Series. Because here you actually get the judges and they review the footage. Let's just wait, Flash. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what happened next. Again. To defend. I don't know, whoever qualifies. Well done. I don't know what to say. Yeah, then something must have happened. I guess we will see a lot of reports. I wish I was in a position to make a report. Unfortunately, I was at the back of the grid. Why did Gallo lose 7 seconds? Where did he lose 7 seconds? It must have been now or in the next lap. No. Yeah, lag. They can't all have bad connection. And nothing happening now. Oh, wait a second. What did I miss? Okay, maybe best for this. No, not now, right? Why did it go there? Yeah, but... okay. Now we know why 7 seconds. Damage. After all that he's done this week, I have to say that, because he had a DR reset. This. Then, where did Thomas lose it? Okay. I mean, we have to see all of this, but... Yeah. Flash, yeah. Yeah, nothing. What is that? What? This decided to win in the top split. Never mind. Okay. Let's just... To be fair, Jack did really well here. Okay, he waited for... What a mess. Yeah, where did Kai come from? Like... He just came out of nowhere. And then we had our own situation here. I had a lot more fuel than I needed, but... How did this even happen? Like, I want to see the situation with him. I don't know what happened. He crashed, I think? Yeah, he crashed, okay. I don't know what happened, but he was just like really slow there. Okay, he lost it. And he got back onto the track. And then... I mean... By the way, okay. This is the corner that on the soft tires you only lift. Only lift. I tapped the brakes like way more than normal. Way more. And I'm just not sure what happened here between us. Contact, but maybe it was because of his front wing. I don't know, but I was way slower through the same corner, and I guess he just couldn't turn. I don't know what happened. I guess he couldn't turn. But to be fair with you, he's done much worse things to me, so... What happened here? What? Gallo finish. I don't think much happened here. No. The lag was pretty insane. I don't know what to say. Yeah, innocent lag victim. The snappiest snap oversteer ever. And to be fair with you, I'm not sure if I even want to go again on this one. It's just a mess, and I can lose it in like any kind of turn. And for me, what I've done in this race is good enough. Yeah, it's an interesting race overall, like fairly interesting one. I got 304 points, 309 or something like that. You used full rear braking bias. I was losing the times with the brakes to the front. I don't know what to say. Usually, you want to save the rear tires, but if you do a two-stop, then of course, yeah, you can do it. But if you're doing a one-stopper, like we did, then I'm not sure if that can actually work, because the rotation in some of the corners, it's quite severe. Let's open this. Guys, by the way, I'll share the replay for everyone that it's interested in having a look. But I think with the whole combination, I'm done, because I could potentially get more points, but potentially I could get a lot less points if I just spin. So I don't know what to say. I think I'm just going to open these tickets and have like a really chilled rest of this evening. I won it second split. I mean, this was good. This was good just to have a look at what the other guys were doing, so you can see like what the lines and all of that. But it is a mess. Like it's a mess. No, I don't think I will. I'll just share the replay. In the esports event, no. That's for bigger teams. The ones with actual sponsors and I would say with a lot more money in this. Is it worth racing this one? I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's a fairly solid combination. But I don't know what to say about it, really. It's just... Manu and Manu were 23 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Don't think this combination was very popular. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it, really, because I think a lot of people just already knew that they're not going to get qualified because, I mean, only 3 people get qualified. And then they just didn't care. And it's Saturday, so they just decided to do something else. Sim, please one more. But yeah, I'm just going to take... Either way, I need to go. But... Yeah, I mean, I can say that it was fun, but it was actually quite stressful to drive this thing because I never did really understand. I kind of understood what I had to do, but it was really difficult to find the limit of the grip on this car. And that was the really, really difficult part. So, guys, if you want to check this replay, you can just search for text. It's just, I think it's going to upload now. It usually goes to like 50% and then just goes all the way up to 100. But... Guys, I mean, I don't even know what to say about the likes. Like, really appreciate all of those likes today. 957 likes already in one race. Incredible. I know, no flash. Either way, I had to go. I got some plans for later and now I'm actually going to be on time. So, that shall be it. Tray brakes to the full rear. My tires wore evenly. Okay, I could see a potential issue with that. So if you had brake and bias all the way to the back and your tires swore evenly, that meant that you're probably wearing out, excuse me, wearing out your fronts a lot more than you actually should have. Which means that you were turning the wheel too much. So... I think that was that. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm just going to buy the car that is here in the dealership. Trail brake more. But if your brake and bias was to the rear, yeah, it could be potentially that you trail brake more. Do I have all of them? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. And... I can say that was it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed in this race. And... it's a mess. It really is a mess. Car evaluation. Let's just clean this. Oh, guys, I have to say thank you for today. Really, thank you for watching, and really hope you enjoyed. So, I'll be back on Monday as usual. So yeah, that's it. Thank you once again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Guys, see you on Monday, and bye-bye.